things I use. Oh, headphone. Alright, getting set up. So today we are gonna draw eyes. That's what we're doing. But before we start that, I gotta start this poll and stuff like that. Hold up first. Let's go to this first. My main mic is on, so we're good with that. Put this bad boy up right there. Just need to lock it in. There we go. Lock that bad boy in. We're good. Now we set up. Anyway, let's see what we got going. All right. Let me go to the actual web page for my YouTube. I hate when it makes me re-sign in every freaking time. Like, it's not even registering my browser or something. All right, there we go. We in. Just want to be able to make some changes right quick. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Yo, what's good? Just getting everything set up for this live. Art. Starting the poll says, what interests you more, the art, the story, or both? Here we go. Starting that on up right now. Mr. Shadow, yo, what's good, brother? Ain't nothing happening over here, man. Shoot, I'm just about to do a little quick lesson or something like that. So what I'm about to start off with here, I'm finna show you guys how to draw eyes. I did a video like this on TikTok though, but today we're gonna go about it a little bit different. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start creating like my long formatted content with my lives and stuff like that. That means I kind of want to be more genuine, less edits. People would gravitate towards it a little bit more, possibly. I don't know, but it makes the work a whole lot easier for me. I can tell you that much. So what we're gonna do is, what I'm doing is right now I am setting up the canvas as we speak for references as well as for things to trace. If I was hosting a art class, I would recommend everybody to trace. Tracing is cheating though, but I think there's some good that comes from tracing. So when I say the good part about coming with tracing is that personally I recall a time when I traced a lot. In fact, the first picture I would trace was Dragon Ball Z. And when I got to tracing it, eventually I got good at drawing cartoons, or better yet, drawing Goku a lot of the time. So I think tracing is a good thing to start off with. I think using it as your primary, always gravitating to tracing makes you very unskillful in a sense. And I say this because, like, at a certain point, you gotta know when you just ripping other people's stuff off. You know what I'm saying? But if you tracing it and you're constantly tracing it to a point where you getting into the habit of, oh no, what happened? Did my computer reset or something? My pen isn't working. Give me a second here, gang. Having a technical issue right quick. Hold up. Where is it? It was just working a couple of seconds ago, and it's choosing not to work now. Calibrate. It's doing some dumb stuff today. There we go. Yeah, well, I thought I was going to say it's supposed to be calibrating. Let's get it. There we go. Now everything should be good. We should be back. All right. As I was saying before I was really interrupted. Yeah. Hold on. Let me catch up with the comment. It says Logan's Gaming the Autism says, why are you think I'm right here? Said what? He said hi. Yo man, what's good? Are you trying to make something? I like the way I make eyes. Hey, well, today I'm like I said, I'm gonna show you guys how I go about creating eyes and stuff like that. So basics, if I was teaching an art class, rule number 1 is this right here. I would say always start off by tracing. Yes, tracing is cheating, but yet if we start off with actually like drawing, like the basis of drawing is repetition. But if you don't know how, I always recommend you to trace it. And the reason I say trace it, because that's how you generally learn like the foundations of how to draw. Like we're talking about shapes here and stuff like that. Primary example. See this how quick I trace this? And if you want to get more like specific about things, man, you know, like getting technical with it, you can do that. And see that's a good trace that we just did right there. Now, the good thing about tracing is once you start tracing like realism or animations or cartoons, whatever you want to call it, pretty much, what it turns into a skill. Because if it comes down to you having to draw something on your own, characters, anything like that, eyes should be the most easiest thing for you to draw now, because you traced it so many times. And that's if you're coming from a productive way of tracing instead of just trying to cheat your way to the top, you know. And let's be honest, if you're trying to cheat, you're not gonna get far. Because if you stay in the limelight long enough, people gonna realize, bro, you full of crap. So let's see that. Just a quick trace, and we already have we have a whole entire eye just that quick. And we can turn off that layer and we have a whole entire eye. If we turn it on, if we want to get a little bit more technical, we can always go back through and draw the eyebrow. And that's step 1. Now, let me show you how to simplify this in a way of, let's say, drawing this in, let's say, an anime type of style. So, how anime normally do, and then we're going to come over here with the eyelid. We can kind of create that thickness to signify eyelashes. And the thing about cartoons is cartoons reference real life. And the good thing about cartoons a lot of the time, what they tend to do is, it's just you like over exaggerating a certain type of body part or even a pose, anything really. When you're talking about cartoons, a lot of that stuff is just usually just exaggerating. And this is not even me tracing. If anything, yeah, I'm using this picture as a roadmap to draw an eye. But the most case of this right here, I mean, I'm just coming up with stuff as I go. Because personally, me, I know what it's supposed to look like. I'm just showing you guys an ideal at this point. And that's if I was drawing an anime eye, pretty much. This is how I probably would go about doing it. We could probably like take it a step more if we draw the... I'm not going to get technical with you. I do not know what this part is called at all. So we're going to... And then we're going to come around here. Come around here. And this is very like sketch heavy too, by the way. So I like sketching because I can make the most mistakes when it comes to sketching. There we go. Then we can come around with a little bit more darkness on the edge there. It could be like a fade. You know, if you guys ever got faded before, you know how that is. Just fading it in there. And now we have this beautiful looking eye now. And last thing, let's turn that off. We don't need that no more. We can use the eraser tool. Create that glare effect. And yeah, there we have it. We have a whole finished anime eye right here. And you know me, I like to go a little extra sometimes. I can add a little fold there. There we go. And in some cases, like I said, eyes get easier. Even if I decided just not using that road mount, it's still easy. Hold up, my bad. Mr. Shadow says, I draw the main eye shape, and then near the sides, I draw 2 lines on the left and the right, and then I just draw in the eye. Where do I get that? I mean, where do I get the hat that goes fire? What? Oh, the hat. Oh, yeah. I had a website once upon a time. I'm definitely gonna set it back up. I'll let you know once I start setting my shop back up. I appreciate that, man. Shoot. At one point, I was real big about my brand, and then I just stopped out of nowhere because, you know, a lot of stuff started happening. But yeah, like I said, even if we decided to draw an eye from scratch, simple stuff, just... See, look at that. Quick drawing. That's it. Simple eye. Like I said, a lot of anime, they just practically leave the eye open a lot of the time, which makes it even easier for you to draw it. Like I said, the more you trace it, the more you learn how to correct the thing you're looking to do. You know what I'm saying? How many minutes? It's been 13 minutes, and I would love to say I think that's a good stopping point. Yep, look at that. Got them good eyes going right there. And if we really wanted to, we could have really like go through here right here and shade this right on up. So let me see what that looks like right quick. We're just gonna turn down the opacity. And this is a whole extra step I'm doing right here. You don't got necessarily know how to do this right here. I say worry about the first step, which is the drawing. Shading comes later. Shading can get complicated. All you have to do is just study light. Once you understand light, it becomes easier. And by the way, if you're one of those people that's critical and you want to like really learn how to go about, like, let's say you want to really master the art of shading, just stick with it. But just know if you're not one of those people, bruh, just do your best. Not everybody's gonna be sitting here judging your shading skills, okay? If somebody's sitting there going, well, the lightning hitting quite well on that. Meanwhile, everybody else just enjoying the art process, you know. That whoever gonna sit there and question you about your art, bruh, you know, pop an aneurysm or some crap like that. Sometimes some people don't know when to shut their mouth either, though. They don't understand. Some people ain't looking for a critique. They're just showcasing at this point. And if you say, well, it's incorrect, I mean, what do you say about the old shows from back in the day like Billy and Mandy? You know? Could you design a head in my shop? In my shop, I'm not quite sure. Normally everything that I used to have in my shop was tailored to the brand. Are you trying to go about creating your own brand and stuff like that? Is that what you trying to ask me? See. And last but not least, there we go. We got that ready. Anyway, we're done working on eyes for today. That's gonna be it. Like I say, be sure to always make sure you guys go about just, you know, tracing. That's it, bruh. But other than that, man, I'm about to get started on this comic book. You guys sit back and y'all just enjoy that process. We're not gonna save that. Do not save. We're gonna get rid of that one, and we finna get started on this book over here, man. So right now, the part that I'm working on this book right now, what we're about to do is the background. For you guys that don't know about it, I tend to texture a lot. Hold up, he says, yeah. Mr. Shadow, man, you gotta link up with me outside of here, man, for we can know, I mean, what direction you're trying to go in, bruh. I might not do the work for you, but I can possibly point you in the right direction, bruh. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, so normally I do texturing and stuff like that. This is something I go over all the time. Let's see. I'm gonna go to my project folder, my project name. I'm going to my comic book folder, my textures for my comic book, the textures that I either generated or loaded them. This one right here, I loaded this texture. I got it from pixabay.com. Pixabay is a platform where they do a lot of vector texturized images. A lot of time reference images, and people either create them or take images of them. And if you're looking to, you know, have access to a bunch of photos, definitely looks up Pixabay. Pixabay, to be honest with you, these people, they're not getting paid for it. So your best bet is if you're going to download anything, be sure to tip these people, because, you know, they are the ones out there actually doing the work. So you know, fair is fair, bro. That's all I'm trying to say. So this is one of the parts I love doing. So I hate doing this. So this is one of the things I have to do where I have to go into the background layer. I have to copy and paste the brick texture into the scene, and then I have to like kind of distort the image somewhat in order to get it to match perspective with the wall, because so what I mean by perspective with the wall is, as you can see, if I just were to put this here and let's say I keep it just like that, and then I turn it off, I select it, and then I turn back on this layer and I mask it in, and I turn on my multiplier just to kind of get it to be a part of the scene. That doesn't look right. It doesn't look right whatsoever. This right here is a no-no. This right here is a no-no. Look, there we go. This right here is a no-no. That's a no-no. Why is that a no-no? Because you see the grooves right here on the corner of this this door, and right here at the bottom right here. You want the brick to go in that angle. You want the brick to go just like that. I'm gonna do it again. You want the brick to go in an angle like that. You want it to go with the perspective of the actual scene. So that's why this right here is a whole entire big no-no. So we're gonna go back in and we're gonna redo that. We're gonna paste the same image in, and then we're gonna go back and we're gonna work that one in the way we need to work it in. So what I would do is I would try to line it up with that door right there. Once you line it up that door, what you would do is you're gonna bring it up to line it up with the floor. There we go. Line it up. Fight for it, work for it. There you go. We're gonna bring that one over some. All right, make sure you straighten it out. Make sure you straighten it out. Now that looks better. That looks more correct than the original one we did. In order for you to truly line it up, all you have to do is turn that texture off, use the wand tool, select it, turn it back on, mask it in, and hit multiply. And it looks like it's part of the scene. We're gonna do the same thing with the ground. There's a texture I use for the ground, like a marble floor texture. Mr. Shadow in the comment says, I got plenty of designs, just trying to figure out how to put it on clothes or hats. Do you own like your own, I guess, t-shirt, what's it called, like a hot press machine or something like that? Do you own one of those, man? Like, do you own the technology in order to do it? Is what I'm trying to get at. That's what I'm getting at right now. Yeah. Oh God, that's a mignon. Mignon. There we go. We'll get this marble floor that I also got from pixabay.com. Now, some of the images I have on my computer, some of them from Pixabay and some of them I took with my own phone. All right. Like I said, we're going to go with perspective here. And that's what we're going for, perspective. We want perspective. It's the ruler here, because that's how we're going to really be able to make this floor fit in seamlessly with the characters. And what I would do is I would spread this out. There we go, just like that. Now we on. All right, so now we're gonna turn that off. We're gonna turn on. We're gonna highlight these spots right here. After I get done with this, we're gonna check out what's going on in the comments. Turn it on, mask it. There we go. Then we're gonna multiply it. And after we multiply it, we're going to turn back on the shading layer. There we go. And then from here, what I like to do, I like to kind of double back into the shading a little bit in order to like really kind of dig into that those bricks to like pop to get them to pop out a little bit more. Michelle says, "No, I don't got the tech." Have you ever been to the mall? You know, go to a mall and you can like see some of the stuff that the people at the mall do, where like they take certain designs and they put them on T-shirts or hats and stuff like that. If not that, you can definitely look up platforms that you can use as a third party where you can design certain things. And once you design them, they'll like ship it out for you and everything, package it up and ship it to the right, I guess like the right address. You know what I'm saying? Um, I would say it just depends on what it is you're trying to do. Just know if you're working with a third party, they also gonna tell you what they're not willing to do also. So I bumped into an issue where I was willing to put some of my fan art on T-shirts and stuff like that of, you know, Goku, Vegeta, and these are original art that I created. Of course, somebody else owns these characters, but I created the original art for it and stuff like that. And so in the middle of me doing that, I remember I ordered something. They sent it to me. It was dope and everything. But the moment it got to a place where other people wanted to start ordering stuff, you know, like Dragon Ball Z shirts, other types of hats and stuff like that, shoes. Then that's when it was like, hey, yo, these characters are copywritten. We can't design these or ship them out for you because you got to have legal, I guess like legal documentation, pretty much stating that you can create these images of these characters that other people own. So keep that in mind, man, whenever you're working with those type of people, for real. All right, so we go to this layer here. What I'm gonna do is I want a soft brush. The soft brush gonna get me where I need to get. There we go. There we go. Just those smaller details definitely makes a difference. There we go. Brings out them bricks a little bit more and we good. He said, all mine are made by me. Then you should be good, man. I don't see no problem here for you. All you gotta do is just, oh yeah, most definitely. So look up places like Printful. Printful is pretty good for it. I forgot what the other place is called though. They're pretty good too. Is it Rocket Power? It's something. I'm gonna have to look it up. No, it's dumb something. I forgot what it is, man. But hit me up on the back channel. I'll look it up. And once I figure out, I'll send you both of the platforms I know that you can use as a third party, where you can set up a website, a web page, and you can have some of your products out there. And if people buy it, it goes through them. They'll create it and then ship it out to the people who needs to get it. So you don't gotta do nothing but just keep putting your designs in the store, and they'll do the rest of the work. Now, if your primary thing is that your focus is on money, I'm gonna tell you now, bruh, you're not getting that, my boy. Not like that. I mean, you can get paid, but it's like the people packaging it and stuff like that, the third party people, they're taking a lot from you. So even if you see a shirt and you're like, okay, I'm gonna sell it for 24, you're probably only making 12. You are probably making $10 to $12 off of that shirt. And if you ain't including shipping coming out of your part of the pay. Yeah, just know that part. All right, next panel. We're gonna send it down a little bit more. Yeah, let's see. Do a little bit of that. Anytime, bro. You ever need some info and I got it, bro. I got you on that one. The one thing I'll always ask people is do not ask me to do the work for you, bro, because I'm never going to do it. I'm never going to do it, bro. I got too much stuff to be doing on my own, and rather than doing work for somebody else, I just don't got it in me, dog. There we go. It says, I was mostly just trying to get stuff for friends and have a few extra. I mean, you can still do it that way too, man. Shoot, nothing is written in stone. There's no right or wrong way about doing it, man. Just do it. Period. You get her done. My boy, just get her done. If you hear a kid in the background, that's my baby girl, man. She just like her daddy, bro. She can't shut up. And another thing I need to also practice on is not every panel needs a background, but yet I keep adding one. There we go. All right, this is where that brick and that floor texture really gonna have to come in handy, because now I gotta literally get to work on this panel here. What time is it? I got some. Yeah, I'm about to show something right quick. Hold up. Get down here. Also save often, because I do have a problem with not saving, and when you don't save, you be looking like a dumbass sometimes. So that tends to happen. Ain't nothing you can do about that, bruh. It's bound to happen. Okay, let's see. Let's get to this background. Mask off. Mask off. Oh man, I gotta find a better way to put this camera up on me. This ain't gonna work. Oh God, your boy yawning. I'm on, wipe me down. I'm on. I'm on. I'm on. I'm on. Look. There we go. We're gonna copy that and we're gonna flip it. Transform tool, horizontal. We're gonna try to see, can we put it on this wall right here? I was born in the zoo. All right, we'll select that, turn it on. Did we give a brace about them bands? Let's get it. Let's go. Yo, what's good, Ashco? How you doing? Let's see, paste. Can at least make it merge properly. Let's see what it looks like if I. So I'm trying to play around with this bad boy. Hope you never reach. Say nothing at all. Pinball tournament. Yo, how the tournament going? So I'm trying to like line it all together if I can work together seamlessly. So let's see what it looks like. Let's see, multiply. I mean, that's seamless enough. Let's see. All right, so what we're gonna do is there we go. All right, says horrible. Yo, man, what's happening? What's going on? Thought you was better than that. All right, I forgot the floor. Let's get the floor in. Money talk. What the fuck is you saying? Let's see. Give a race about them bands. Let's see. Turn that back on. There we go. Now we're good. Forgot attach it. There we go. Now we're gonna go back through and kind of do a little bit more shading in a sense. Let's see. What you got planned for the day outside of pinball tournament? Yeah, I read that 5, but I'll put you 6 feet deep. I'm trying to see what I can do about that. Just kind of take these two and merge them. See. Let's see, can we blend those two? We're going to use a blend tool. There we go. That was real deal messing with me right there. That was real deal messing with me, man, how that brick was looking over there. Give a race about them bands. Catch that money for that plan. Bet not ever reach. Yeah, I rep that 5, but I'll put you 6 feet deep. There we go. We saved that, so we good on that one. Oh God. Whew, that was a good stretch. It's about to end soon because ain't nobody really in here, and I'm actually doing one heck of a good job today. I ain't gonna hold you on that one. Well, let's do some lighting in here. Get race about them bands. Overlay. Okay. Yeah, I rep that 5. I put you 6 feet deep. There we go. There we go. There we go. So I'm gonna finish this page today. That's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna finish this one page. You should be straight. Hope you better ever reach. But other than that, Ashko, you missed the early tutorial session I just gave on how to create eyes and stuff. All right, easy work. Let's get it. Easy work. There we go. I don't like that. There we go. There we go. Yeah, rectify. I'll put you 6 feet deep. Attach. Let's go do this dude now. All right, that's gonna be my cue in a second. I'm only gonna do half of this page and call it a day. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we got that. So now I'm finna go back and grab one of these files and change some of these layers up, and we should be good now. I'm finna get ready to roll out. Roll out. Roll out. I got my shade cloud body. You bounce back. Homie is bounce back. Me and my homies don't act. Okay. What you got in that room? What you got in that room? There we go. Then we're gonna go back to color on that one. Color it. There we go. I'm just gonna go through and copy and paste this going across the board and go through and start doing some edits. I think this would be good, roughly right there. How you smoke so good? How you still in the hood? See, 12. Anybody who says both on this, bro, is smoking grass, bro, on this poll I just did, bro. I did a poll that said, what interests you more? The art, the story, or both? People say it's both. I get it. If you give it an option, people gonna ask for a paradise in a perfect world, man. But the truth is, that's bogus, though, bro. I think I can live without the other, if you get what I'm saying. It's crazy. Anyway, let's finish this up right quick. I'm gonna erase that. All right, we'll create another layer. There we go. All right, got one more panel to edit before we call this joint a day. That joint came out pretty good. I like that one. Let's see, this is the last one here. We'll go back through here, erase. Then we're gonna create another layer. We're gonna make this overlay. There we go. This was going to be our stopping point for the day. That was pretty freaking good. We did a quick exercise that came out pretty dope. I showed you guys how to go about drawing eyes and applying the rule of tracing. Cheating is okay as long as it gets you the actual promising results. Y'all know how that goes. The more you trace, the more you end up eventually learning how to do it yourself. So that's the good things about it. So other than that, gang, we're gonna call this a day. I appreciate you guys for being part of the live. Definitely comment below, let me know what's the next thing y'all want me to show you how to draw. I'm always up for taking recommendations. So other than that, man, you guys take care. I'm out. It's done.